Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Have an aka fun time with this one.
Don't you aka talk like that, you aka fool. Oh, hello, and welcome to the Parking Lot Projectionists podcast. My name is Andrew Kendrick.
Oh, shit. I am Raymond Snow.
And today, we saw two movies. But first on the bat, Pitch Perfect 2.
The sequel.
Raymond, what is Pitch Perfect 2 about?
Pitch Perfect 2 is a 2015 comedy music. Not a musical, it's a comedy music. After a humiliating command performance at Lincoln Center, the Barton Bellas enter an international competition that no American group has ever won in order to regain their status and right to perform. This movie stars Anna Kendrick, Rebel Wilson, Haley Steinfeld, Brittany Snow, Skylar Astin, Adam Devine, don't know why that guy was back in it, Katie Seagal, Anna Camp, Ben Platt, Alexis Knapp. We're gonna skip a few of these people you don't really need to know. John Michael Higgins, Elizabeth Banks, David Cross, Keegan-Michael Keegan. Directed by Elizabeth Banks. Written by Kate Cannon and Mickey Rapkin. All right, that's your movie. Andrew, how did you like the first Pitch Perfect?
I think it's a charming little movie. It's a nice fun.
I do too.
It's a nice fun time.
I very much enjoyed the first Pitch Perfect.
It was a surprise.
It was a nice treat. Yes, indeed.
Very, very refreshing, witty. It has a cliche structure to it, but had its own unique voice. Everyone was having fun with it. They produced something kind of special.
It was nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into Pitch Perfect 2, shall we? Oh, I'm sorry, that's your thing. You were just supposed to say, tell us what this is about, baby.
You already told us
All
what
right,
this is
let's
about.
tell us what this is about. Oh, okay, what's next then?
We gotta start talking about the movie.
Everything's so tired. All right, movie starts out.
Raymond went back in time. He's so exhausted right now.
Oh, man. I just wanted everybody to know that we liked the first movie a lot.
Uh-oh. That's a very ominous thing to say.
Well, let's get to it.
Let you know. We didn't
Pitch
play
Perfect
it up.
starts out with our favorite acapellas in a heated battle trying to defend the President of the United States of America. Doing battle against the terrorizers.
Yeah, they took the whole place hostage. Channing Tatum is locked downstairs. He can't get to him.
So they gotta get in and save the president.
Played by Jamie Foxx.
Was it Jamie?
Yeah.
It was Jamie.
It was Jamie Foxx.
Who was Michelle Obama?
Oh, it was
Kerry Washington.
Oh, that's a better one.
Bella's busting and firing.
They
jumping
came in
around.
like a wrecking
They
ball.
came in like a wrecking ball. Fat Amy comes rolling in.
It was. They were singing that song a cappella while in slow motion they were all bursting through the walls with AK-47s blasting up the place.
These terrorizers.
Oh man, it was great.
Rolled up in there.
And for some reason, the two announcers are still in the booth and they're talking the play-by-play of the battle.
Oh yeah, that's their operators. John
Higgins,
who is John. Elizabeth Banks is Gail. John and Gail, they're operators, walking them through.
They bust him with the AK-47. That's what I call a Russian.
John doesn't like the
Well,
Bellas.
you always were pretty quick, weren't you, John?
John doesn't like the Bellas. He thinks that only men should be warriors and soldiers and saving presidents. Elizabeth Banks is there to tell him to just shut up all the time. Ignorant and sexist. Anyways, they go in, destroy the terrorists, get ready to save the president. Fat Amy comes in.
Her bungee cord snaps.
Falls on the president while her underwear is exposed, lands in his face. News picks up on it, says that the Bellas are...
Real quick, the real version is...
No, they don't need to know the real version. This is the version they get.
They're performing at the Kennedy Center. Something goes awry with some spectacular Fat Amy Cirque du Soleil stuff, and she splits her pants, decided to go commando on this occasion. Everybody was fine with the butt. Her butt's showing, but that's okay. It's like, oh, but it's turning around.
There was a vagina, scared the whole world, shocked the whole world. The Bellas almost had to relinquish their status as warriors.
Someone at the studio paid for stock footage of the President of the United States reacting to all this.
You sure it was him? That was stock footage, or was that
That was stock footage. Actual
it was
him.
nicely blended, or they just changed, color corrected it?
Color corrected, timed his reactions from some other performance at the Kennedy Center.
I think it was really him.
What?
I think it was really him on set.
It better not have been him on set. I'll be furious.
But I'm just letting you know, I'm telling the movie like this to spice it up.
All right.
Shutting down their Bella program. John and Gail told what y'all did. Just wrong. You almost destroyed the leader of the free world.
He's blind now, but he's okay.
Luckily, he's going to survive this. Women don't belong in the film. I told you, Gail. Gail slaps John in the back of the head. Shut up. We got this. No more recruits. You guys have kicked off a few missions. Stay in the lockup. Get out of there. Back to your base.
But sir, we're guaranteed one last mission.
Oh yeah, he looked in the guidelines and something about since since y'all still working on this other mission, y'all get to do this one and defeat somebody, whatever. Anyway, we need y'all at the end of the movie to show up. Like, all right, that was a stupid rule anyways in the book. Why would they have, if you get kicked off for doing something indecent, why would you have that in the rule book?
I think they just wrote up the contract, the girls read it on the spot, and they realized, oh, there's a loop in the contract where you don't mention that we can't go to the Nationals. We're guaranteed a spot in the Nationals. And since you're not kicking us off campus immediately, you're just cutting off any chance of us reproducing in the future.
So why'd they get kicked off the tour? Contract with them getting kicked off the tour?
Yeah.
What contract? I thought it was just a rule book.
I don't know. She was looking down and reading something. Anna Kendrick was looking down and reading something.
It didn't make sense.
Still a loophole. If we win Nationals...
John laughing at him. Anna Kendrick gets a phone call. We want you to come do this cool job at the studio. Write songs for us and be married. Britney Snow's like, no, gotta keep the Bellas together. This is all I have right now.
It's okay, you're women. You'll be pregnant shortly.
Oh yeah, it was a joke that everybody liked in the movie.
Everybody liked.
Oh, well, just Andrew and I liked it in our theater.
Oh no, Becca has an obligation to the Bellas, ready up their routine, but she also wants to advance her career outside.
She's tired of life of fighting crime, and she wants something more. She wants to fulfill her passion of just busting some freestyles.
Meanwhile, True Grit and Married with Smart House is coming.
Married with Haley Steinfeld comes in with her mom, her ex-Bella, her legacy. You're gonna be great. Oh my God, Mom, I'm so nervous. This is all I ever wanted to do. Fight crimes with Bellas. Yay!
What if I'm not good enough? Sweetie, you're good enough.
Blah,
okay.
Blah, blah.
We're gonna walk off camera now.
Rumpelstiltskin's your daddy.
Rumpelstiltskin's good man. So are you Bellas. Stay in school.
They all sitting in their hideout, not been able to do nothing, eating Cheetos. Guess they're going on a European tour. They booked their tickets. Haley Steinfeld shows up, says, hey guys, I'm a legacy. I want to join. Oh, we're not supposed to have auditions because they banned us from doing that. It's like, look, I can fire weapons really well. Pow, 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 pow. It was like, oh my God, you are so on this team. Aka, yay!
Were you impressed by Haley Steinfeld's voice?
Man, I'm impressed by Haley Steinfeld. Everything she do. That's my homegirl.
Oh, well, I'm assuming it's her voice and they weren't...
No, that was her voice. She's an angel.
It's not a singing in the rain situation here where they're replacing her
I'm sorry,
singing
I
voice.
messed up. I saw an angel. Can do no wrong, Haley Steinfeld. Everybody else in this movie?
Uh-oh.
I can't speak for, but Haley Steinfeld can do no wrong.
That guy from The Dark Knight boat is like, let's put it to a vote.
He chose it because they realized, oh my God, she's so awesome.
She's definitely not solo material, though, for some reason.
They knew she could get in there and do the mission. They didn't want to admit that good.
And so they're insulting her, talking about
Fat
her
Amy.
thighs don't touch at the top or whatever.
Yeah, Fat Amy says that. Shut up, Fat Amy, you just fat. Whatever, do what I want. Then they go to a party for no apparent reason.
So we can set up the relationship between Bumper and Fat Amy. I think
and also to set up the relationship between Haley Steinfeld and my guy from the first movie, who's my favorite part.
Benji. The Hunted.
Benji the Hunted? That's his name? Benji works for the Treble's rival special agency as well.
Though not anymore.
Yeah, because now they kind of co-op with each other because Anna Kendrick's dating the guy who wanted to produce soundtracks for movies. I wonder if he ever got around to doing that.
What happened to these boyfriends' wants, needs, what they like to do? The movie guy, there's no movie stuff from him in this movie.
Yeah, we don't find out if he landed any kind of job. Oh, because we had that stupid subplot with Fat Amy and Bumper. Hated that about the movie. There's no reason Bumper should have been in this movie. He was gone before the climax of the last movie.
Was there a hint between them in the last movie, Fat Amy and Bumper?
Scene with them at a party. The joke where they're driving to one of the competitions and they break down. We gotta call the Troubles, and she's like, I got Bumper's number, and it was like, why do you have Bumper's number? She was like, I don't know. So that's why they just wanted to expand on that, but it was stupid.
It was to give Fat Amy her own subplot.
No, it was to have that guy in the movie because that guy is on a popular TV show. They wanted to bring him back. I don't think that was a good choice because his character was completely written out of the first movie. Why'd you bring him back? So stupid.
The magic guy only likes magic, even though he only had 2 posters dedicated to magic in his room, and the rest was Star Wars.
So that's from the first movie.
Yeah, he's a Star Wars guy. There's none of that in this movie at all. It's just magic. He's 95% Star Wars.
Are you sure?
Most of his room was Star Wars stuff.
He did a lot of magic stuff in the first movie. And he sung, I got the magic in me. Remember that?
Did he ever say in his lines anything Star Wars related?
No, I think he just had the one post.
He had like a Death Star behind his bed.
We gotta rewatch the whole movie again.
The dude decked it out.
He's the awkward nerdy guy, so that's why. I like this guy.
Well, I didn't have a problem with the guy. I just had a problem with why
they're not expanding on him anymore.
Yeah.
Could have used some Han Solo type maneuvers and talking to Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, steal those lines or something.
Could have be like, I shot first or something like that. A shot only.
Benji and Haley. What are they bonding over?
Well, Benji's attracted to her, and Haley's just fine. And Benji's a nice guy. I don't know. They just have like quick rushes at each other. We don't actually see them on an actual date, which we should have saw. No, we have to see Fat Amy and Bumper on the date. Stupid shit.
We're at a party still for some reason.
That's why, Andrew. That's why you didn't get to see them connecting, because they had to have that other subplot.
Even if the troublemakers are now
Co-op
partners with them, shouldn't they automatically... Oh, they did take the title, and they're doing the tours for them.
Wait, what you talking about?
Well, they didn't take the title. They took all the tour booking from the Bellas.
Who took the tour bookings from the Bellas?
Troublemakers. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, they had a bus that they were painting going to the Kennedy Center, where the Bellas performed last time. So I assume that they took all the touring, and they were the main press for the school. You don't get that much from that, though.
Yeah, I wish we had a scene with them doing their thing.
Gloating
while they were at training in the camp sequence. This movie is about the Pitch Perfect, not the Troubles. So.
We're still hanging out at the party.
Screw the party. Let's just skip that. There's nothing that happened to that. It was the worst party I've ever seen.
Becca meets Emily. They awkwardly say hey to each other, and then a few dance shots, and then Lily comes out like a little... Lily comes out like a little ninja out of the pool, looks around like she's gonna murder some people, then goes back down in scene.
At this point in the movie, I really wasn't feeling this whole beginning part, especially the party. No.
You're gonna have to let me know when you started to get a little bit more into it, because I think I got into it at the same part.
Oh, I do know where I warmed up to.
First day on the internship.
Bella goes trying to hide her secret identity from everybody. Whatever they, Becca. Anna Kendrick, y'all know who it is. She's interning. Coach Hines walks in. He's telling everybody to get your shit together. Snoop Dogg wants to do a Christmas album.
What's the face for?
Because what was the point of this? That didn't even pay off in the end. We didn't even get to see Snoop Dogg do the Christmas album. Why wasn't that at the end of the credits? What was that credit sequence? It was Bumper doing that stupid shit on The Voice. Why didn't we have the Snoop Dogg Christmas album, a Snoop Dogg music video for Christmas? Why? Why was this plot in the movie and it didn't pay off? I hate everything right now. Oh boy, do I hate everything. And Andrew told me what should have been at the end of this movie. We'll get to that.
It was in there for a good reason.
Oh, so she could...
Celebrity cameo.
Why?
It was the key or pill?
Key. His name's Keegan Michael Keegan.
Key comes in.
Coach Hines, as we'll call him.
Key comes in.
Oh, you gotta watch Coach Hines' videos. They're funny.
Key comes in. He's like, F y'all.
I hate all of you. Nobody wants to do work around here.
Need some brilliant ideas. I'm the producer. I can't come up with the ideas. Right now, anybody.
Guy named Dax tries to tell him something. He just yells at Dax, throws a shoe at him, tells him to die.
I thought I told somebody to fix his PowerPoint system. Dax, was that your job? The guy wasn't there. You want me to call him now? Don't do it now.
So
Don't
Dax
do it
couldn't
now.
get it right.
All right. Christmas albums. I thought he already did a Christmas album. Shut up, Dax!
He gets mad
He
at
did
Dax.
it, but it was all the secondary songs. We need the main song. But I need some brilliant ideas to juice them up.
Oh, the secondary songs are songs that everybody uses, and he wanted new songs.
What, some thrilling, pumping the blood? Anybody got any ideas? Dax raises his hand. He's like,
he shoots Dax in the chest.
Dax is not dead. I'm shot.
Not dead
I'm
yet.
not dead. Here is my idea. We get dogs singing back up the jingle bells.
I like how you use the Middle Eastern accent for Dax. I think Dax was a black guy.
Wait a minute. You want to have dogs singing back up because he's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
He fires a missile at Dax.
Yeah, he just lost his RPG at and blew Dax up. So... Becky's realizing, oh my God, this is worse than being on a battlefield.
Battlefield.
What's next? I can't remember. Something happens. Oh, they tell him they got placed by the European champions, so they go check out the European gauntlet terrorist organization that they got to take down.
Had a special car premiere event where they parked all their cars upstairs in this building.
It's a stealth mission.
Ooh. They stand by a table and watch as the villains destroy the whole entire establishment. We are the sound machine. Prepare yourself.
You're gonna die. We are the remnants of the Nazi Empire, and we are coming to destroy you.
Not today.
Oh, I wish Cap was in it. They watch it, then they go up to him. It's like, you can't defeat us, Bellas. We're unstoppable.
Becca's like, I would be a lesbian for that girl.
Yeah, that didn't pay off either. We didn't get to see lesbian scenes with them.
No. I really like those two German people.
They were energetic.
Yes. And that's why I liked them. Because they actually looked like they wanted to be in the movie.
They were having a good time.
Yeah. I wanted their team to win because of them.
They weren't doing any villainous things. They didn't blow up anything or anything like that. He didn't do anything super villainous in this movie.
All they did was some friendly jibber jabber back and forth.
The Bellas were their own worst enemy in this movie.
Yeah.
The Europeans was able to get on a tour because the Bellas messed up with a crotch shot. They weren't real terrorists in this movie.
The only thing they did wrong was being too good at what they do.
They were the best.
After seeing this, we got to train harder and faster?
All they do is stupid I did not like this at all. Split screen montage. Instead of it being 2 screens, I think it started out as 4 screens. They did about 6 or 8 screens.
Nothing interesting was happening on any of these screens.
No.
I guess
at
that's
one
why
point
there was
it looked
4 of
like,
them.
like they was twerking. I would have liked to have seen that. But
at one point, actress who plays Fat Amy actually put flames into her mouth and survived.
I didn't see that.
Oh man, you missed a good one then.
I hate the split screen thing when movies do that.
You missed the correct box you should have been looking at.
I looked at the wrong box.
Because Fat Amy, the actress, actually put a flaming little baton into her mouth and doused it inside of her mouth. That was kind of impressive. That probably should have got center stage shot by itself.
Haley Steinfeld walks up to Anna Kendrick. Got some original ideas and stuff as used.
She sung an original song for them during her audition in the Bella household. Oh, I don't like to feel alone in the night, and I don't like to think I'm wrong when I'm right, and I don't like to... It's a Coyote Ugly reference. I'm sorry. It's bad.
I don't actually knew the words because that was the first line was actually in the song that she sang.
Oh, it was?
That, and then I know it switched over to they were revolving around flashlight.
You're my flashlight.
Anyways. Bellas receive a secret invitation.
Whoa.
Oh, we missed something?
Haley Steinfeld walked over to Anna Kendrick on her laptop. She's been working on during this whole entire montage. How come we didn't do any singing during this whole training montage? We need backup tracks, and I haven't composed them yet. Brittany Snows starts whipping her.
Get away from Becky. She's busy. They get her a secret invitation. What?
I think Snoop
is next?
Hmm?
Oh, do we have to? All right, they actually show Snoop Dogg is actually at the thing.
I am offended, sir, because this is the thing that finally got me back into the movie for some reason.
This is what got you back into the movie?
This is what got me back seeing Snoop Dogg singing Jingle Bell. This made me happy.
Was it Jingle Bell? I think it's I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas.
Whatever the fruit. he was singing a Christmas song.
He was singing a Christmas song.
And he was singing it straight with no
auto-tune, no super rap. He was just singing it.
And then something amazing happened.
Michael Keegan
turns around.
Coach Hines, just call him Coach Hines.
He turns around, he's fluffed the talent, saying, "No, it's not you. It's a technical problem. Give me a second. Anybody got any ideas?" None of the other extras have any ideas except for Dax.
Yeah, Dax is a zombie now. Raises his hand.
Anyone but Dax. Dax just pulls out this fancy sushi product on a plate and
sriracha sauce.
Sriracha sauce? I had no idea.
What sriracha sauce is?
I didn't know anything that was happening.
And you said, "What about my sriracha sauce?" Like, if you say one more hipster thing, I'm gonna put you back in the ground.
Raymond really doesn't care for this movie, man.
Not this part, because it didn't pay off. I didn't get the Snoop Dogg videos at the end.
That was one of the funniest parts of the movie, was whenever he told that guy, "You say one more hipster thing, I'm gonna kick your..." That was one of the best parts of the movie. This guy is dressed like a hipster. He's saying all these lame things.
I think I would have liked this better if Michael Keegan was being more outlandish.
Anna Kendrick uses her force powers. Let Snoop Dogg sing it the exact same way. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. No one else has any ideas, so let's do it.
She starts remixing it and mashing it up with another Christmas song.
In real time. Drum beats and her own backup singing, which they weren't recording, so I hope they remembered what she did.
Keegan liked it. Was like, "All right, I'll listen to your demo." He looks at Dax and says, "See what that gave me something? I'm gonna do something nice for her to go listen to her demo tapes. All right, now die." Throws holy water on him and he dies.
Meanwhile, the rest of the extras continue to say nothing in the scene.
They just looking like, "Oh, I'm just in the movie." Oh, then they get the secret invitation.
No.
No, we still on this scene. Please,
Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick is coming back to the Bella place, and she noticed there's a pillow fight going on in slow motion.
You guys just set women back a bazillion years.
Why you got to be like that?
What?
I'm talking about Anna Kendrick, not you.
Oh. Girls just like to have fun.
When the work and play is done.
I guess this is the first clue that, oh my God, the Bellas are having fun without me. Maybe I am going to miss them. Maybe not. To get the secret invitation, going to Underground Fight Club. Show up at a rich man's mansion.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
You're skipping some great stuff.
What am I skipping here?
Well, first, the car made some weird noises.
What car?
Made some gongy noises whenever they opened it. The card, the invitation card they got, they opened it up and it was like, "Whoa," and then they closed it. Whoa, that's something weird. And then Lily's like, "Just like the fact that all my teeth are from different people."
That's the funny part. Lily's whispering stuff is the funniest stuff probably in the movie. You made me lose my train of thought. I was just trying to get through as quick as possible.
They go to the mansion and it turns out gay David Cross lives there.
He wasn't gay.
Hey guys, welcome to my mansion. Follow me. He's on a scooter.
He's on a scooter in his own house. Whenever you're rich, you can do that.
Scootering around his kitchen and crap.
I was hoping it was this character from Chipmunks movies.
I thought it was, yes.
He reprised his role there.
He looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I could think about. That's
But
what I
it
wrote in my
was-
notes. The Chipmunks guy. I forgot his David something.
David Cross, great guy. He needs to make Small Soldiers too. We'll get to that later.
Is it a little weird that one of the best jokes of the whole movie is just seeing David Cross's face in the movie?
Yeah, it's hilarious. He's a funny guy. It's the way he looks and everything. Anyways, they go downstairs. They see that the European assassins are down there. They got some guys from the first movie.
Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers are there for some reason.
Because funny.
The 4 teams. It's like, y'all gonna duke it out.
The first annual Laser Ninja Acapella Tournament.
That was pretty funny. I could do it.
You saw that one of the teams had an announcer from The Tonight Show and that guy, The Roots. Have you ever seen Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show?
No.
Okay, well, there you go.
That
Moving
guy
on.
was from the. I think you get confused there. We don't all look alike, Andrew.
He had the exact same hair as the drummer from The Roots.
Let me see, Andrew.
I just assumed since the announcer was there, he might have been the drummer
Yeah,
from
that's
The
it.
Roots.
Never mind, you're right.
I'm right. Raymond just accused me of racism because I recognized a black man. And
Wait a minute.
oh no.
I think you're wrong still. He's not on tonight's show.
Oh no.
Reggie Watts. He does music. Maybe you're right.
Nah.
Y'all do battle. Green Bay Packers get eliminated first. Oh, we forgot to mention the Troublemakers was there. They got eliminated first. Benji saw Haley Steinfeld lost his train of thought. Tried to do the same thing. Then the Packers got eliminated. They didn't know what to sing. The other team got eliminated. I don't know why. Just needed to be eliminated so the Bellas could face off again. The European peoples.
Oh, Bumper claimed that he had inside knowledge.
Why was Bumper on their team? That was so stupid. He made fun of them in the first movie. Why would they ever allow him to be on their team?
But apparently he had inside knowledge that Tina Turner was in a relationship with whoever the category was about. John Mayer. No one bought it.
This movie. Anyways, got eliminated. Obviously, European people won. Made fun of him. He started acapella and Chris Carlson make jump, having to get all the Bellas suck, blame the new girl.
Well, the category was 90s hip-hop, and then she just started randomly singing her original song for some reason just to remind moviegoers that, hey, she had an original song. We had to establish it twice, so whenever it comes back into play later, you remember it.
That's right.
So she's going to do something completely nonsensical right now.
Instead of singing a modern day rap song, because she didn't know any 90s rap song.
Yeah, her song's not even hip-hop.
Fell the team down, mad at her, don't blame her. Your head's not in the game either. Anna Kendrick, blah, blah, blah.
You want to have sex later, Bumper? Wink, wink. That's a shorter version of the thing than in the first trailer.
If you want to bring up Bumper and Fat Amy's storyline, you can. I'm not doing it. I'm skipping that shit because I don't like it.
Anna Kendrick goes back to work. It's like, hey, Keegan, did you get my demos? Yeah. Awkward pause. That sounds bad. Look, you just did more mashups. I got thousands of talented people around here who don't talk to me, but I know they're talented. What sets you apart? You got to do something original. Peace.
Walked away, told somebody to change their AC filter, some shit like that.
Anna Kendrick in the Bella household, trying to create something original. Fat Amy comes back in, is like, I haven't been having sex with Bumper. I didn't accuse you of that. Hey, you working on the set list? No, actually, I'm doing something else. Would you back off? Yeah, I knew you were doing something else because I steal from you on a monthly basis, and I just noticed that you have a new ID card for your job. Okay, we can discuss that later. Please wipe your deodorant all over me to make me feel better. She starts falling on top of Anna Kendrick, starts humping her.
Some essence to make her be better at fighting. It didn't work. Anyways, they get booked to go do a show at a nursing home. What did I skip? What happened?
2 sentences.
Okay.
There was a 5-minute scene. Fat Amy walked into a random area and was courted by Bumper.
She rejected Bumper.
C'est la vie. Life is cruel. Treat you unfairly.
They're trying to get their groove back, so they decided they're going to perform at a nursing home. They brought all this extra stupid equipment, twerking on stage.
Set off fire.
They didn't sound good at all when they was
Spurs.
awkward. And John and Elizabeth Banks was there, laughed at them. John said, women suck. Elizabeth Banks was like, really? Punched him in the face.
That new Mexican member of the team, who they keep telling that she needs to go back behind the border and making jokes about how she can't relate to anybody. Malaria and my brother was kidnapped.
I'm a foreign person joke.
She did a backflip and kicked the lesbian into the fire and set her head on fire. I'm sorry to classify her as a lesbian, but we don't learn very much about her character. That's the only thing we know.
The black girl. Didn't say that.
Okay.
Don't say that.
She even says it on the bus. That's how she describes herself.
Because they're all arguing about whose fault it is, and the Mexican girl you was talking about was like, "Oh, blame the minority." She was like, "I'm a black lesbian woman, so In your face. You still suck.
Even these common people can tell.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth Banks said that about the old people. It was great. They're going on a retreat.
This is the Age of Ultron section of the movie where they go to the farmhouse. They gotta lay low for a while after
they gotta
what
do
happened.
a spiritual training now. Former Bella from the first movie. Anna Camp's the actress. Aubrey. I run this camps and train private militaries. Shit. Jermaine just distracted me. Train all these people. Gonna train y'all too. They have a montage sequence. Were they singing during this montage sequence?
Yes.
The montage sequence.
Bunch of 90s fun songs.
Do you want to mention them being in the tent together? Don't worry about it.
It was this movie's version of the bus scene where they randomly start singing to help Fat Amy go pee.
The Asian girl starts licking Anna Kendrick's nose.
And Brittany Snow wanted to experiment with Anna
That's
Kendrick.
the best part of the movie. That was so random. It's like, I never did much experimenting, Kyle. This is gonna be so fun us being together in the woods. Anna Kendrick's like, you're so weird. But then I was like, can we focus more on that for a little bit?
Oh dear.
They didn't want to.
The black one's grabbing the new blonde girls.
No, it wasn't a new blonde girl. It was the same girl from the first movie. The hot one. Just dyed her hair blonde this time. You got confused. A new blonde girl was a platinum blonde. This is darker brown. A darker
y'all
blonde
look alike.
hair. She's just groping. What's her name? Stacy, played by Alexis Knapp. That's all we needed from that scene, huh?
Yeah, Becca finally realizes, what does this have to do anything with acapella? We're not going to sing any of these songs at the end of the movie. I'm just gonna leave because I have better career opportunities going on right now. They offered me a part in Star Wars Episode 8, and I'm gonna take it.
We're better than this. You do it. We're gonna Akkas for life. Quit the Akkas. I hate all y'all. You afraid to quit the Akkas and move on with your life, Brittany Snow, because you old and shit. You take that back. And they walk off. Anna Kendrick gets caught in a trap. Batgirl cuts her down.
Decide to discuss all this around the campfire, open up about their feelings, about the future, how much they're gonna miss each other.
Yeah, I can't wait to move on with my music career. Brittany Snow's like, you know what, guys? I should move on. We could just save the world one last time together. Leslie was like, I'm getting hitched. Y'all come to the wedding.
Going to Maine.
And then Lily was like, I'm just gonna time travel. That was the funniest thing.
The subplot that you don't want me to mention, Fat Amy randomly says whenever she wants to do is that she's going to have Bumper as her fiance. It's like, oh, you're in love with Bumper. Ha, ha, ha. They were going to ask Ashley what she wanted to do, but cut her off because Ashley's not allowed to have lines. Neither is Jessica.
Two members of the Bellas we don't care about.
That
we don't get
sucks.
introduced to, we don't care about. Well, I think there was like one member in the last movie who we didn't care about either.
Ashley was definitely in the last one.
Maybe so. Anyways, we don't care about any of these at all.
And they joke about it with that scene.
Anyways, cut to
You know what's next.
the final battle.
Well, if you want to skip the subplot again.
Fat Amy goes up to Bumper while he's there. She's singing a song.
She's on a canoe. She's rowing, standing up on a canoe, balancing herself, while all the fraternity guys are just laying around on the lawn listening to her profess her love in song form. We belong to the light, we belong to each other, wherever we go.
Then we go to the final battle. We go over to Europe. Shit's happening. Troublemakers are there to see her. Magic Boy goes up to Haley Steinfeld. Hey, good luck. She kisses him. Then he pulls out some paper towels.
Oh, okay.
He pulls out some paper towels from his mouth. I thought he was going the other way. And he wipes his mouth clean. He's like, try for a real kiss. Kisses her again. Bellas, is our final battle. We got to take down those European Nazis. They battle. What was the name of the European tours? You said it.
Das Sound Machine.
Sound Machine comes out blasting, throwing everything they got at the Bellas. Bellas are firing back. The Sound Machine got supersonic weapons. They firing at her, lasers and shit. They wasn't prepared for it. All of a sudden, you see these choppers rolling in the background, and it was like, "What's that?" Becca goes, "Becca." Then out pops all these veteran Bellas, start firing away. They defeat the European terrorists and win. The end. Oh, Haley gets inducted into the Bella Hall of Fame. Make her drink wolf's blood.
Slide down the staircase.
And that's it.
Got the credits.
Or then you get Bumper on The Voice, which is stupid. Dumb as shit. And not the Snoop Dogg Christmas album. We ready for general thoughts? Can I go first?
Yeah.
Damn. I really wanted this movie to be good. I enjoyed the songs somewhat. I wish that one in the Millionaire's Mansion Underground Aka tournament thing was better. Just too many groups in there. This movie suffered from same thing that every comedy sequel suffers from, and that's bringing back old characters that you don't need to bring back and having the same tired joke. People from the first movie who was just outside the hall at one time. Donald Faison was in a group in the first movie, and he just wasn't in the group in this movie. They put Bumper in there, even though Bumper made fun of them in the first movie. because he's popular on the show that's popular. His storyline with Fat Amy totally took away from Haley Steinfeld being a new girl and the Magic Guy's love story, which should have been better flushed out than Bumper shouldn't even been in this movie because it's stupid. He was the villain in the first movie and it's over. Get him out of there. I didn't even enjoy Anna Kendrick's plot with the sound thing. Didn't she do a song? Maybe it was a mashup whenever she was working at the DJ station in the first movie and a guy was playing her song on the radio and she told him, "You're playing my song." I have to rewatch the movie. Michael Keegan was a waste. Wasn't playing one of his outlandish characters. It seemed like he wanted to. He was holding back. Didn't enjoy stupid Dax character. They centered on Fat Amy a lot and it really took away from the story because they figured, oh god, she's the most popular one. Everybody loves her. We're going to put her at the center and it just sucked. We didn't get to see what became, what was Becca's boyfriend name?
I don't even know. That's how much he mattered in this movie.
The movie sound, the guy who wanted to be a movie
scorer,
yeah,
composer.
A composer. There you go, Andrew.
Yeah.
Thank you. You never got to see any of that in it.
They could have collaborated.
Turn everything off right now. That's it. It's done. It's done. 0 points towards this movie.
He could have composed an original piece that she could have.
Sucks.
Okay.
0 points for moving on. Okay, anyways, yeah.
He can sing and he can write music.
He was there to help her. Why didn't he help her? That would have been too easy, Andrew. Plot would have been solved in the first 15 minutes.
They don't even have any important discussions or anything. We don't know where they are at in their relationship at all because of the other two random relationships we have stuff into this movie. We don't know how it's going. We don't know where it's going. He's just there. He's a side character, a supporting character.
And the Underbellas, Alexis Naps, the hot girl, the freak, only had like one thing in the movie. She only did that one thing when she was like on the car whenever they went to the car show, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was her thing for the movie.
She never used that skill
at all. Did she say what she was going to do after she leaves college in a campfire? Nope.
No, nobody cared.
Nobody cared. They even showed her.
Nobody cared for that half of the fire.
Ridiculous. I love Brittany Snow. I love her. Did not like her in this movie.
Oh.
Sorry, Brittany. Do better, baby girl.
Well, a lot of people did look pretty exhausted on set.
I liked Haley Steinfeld. They didn't look exhausted. It looked like everybody knew we could make a better sequel than this. But I guess we just got to do what they say or we'll get replaced. I just don't like it. Andrew said the best thing ever of what the very special end credit sequence should have been. We should have had... You want to explain it? Or you want me to do it?
Raymond was very disappointed with the original ending. He suggested, why didn't Thanos show up at the end and say, "I'll do it myself," setting up the third Pitch Perfect movie? And I said, Raymond, it wouldn't have been Thanos. It would have been Julie Andrews.
Oh my God, y'all. It was perfect. Why? Why was that not set up? Somebody, please. Elizabeth Banks, why didn't you set this up? Just imagine that. The little thing's over there. She picks up a microphone and says, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And it would be great. Oh my God, Julie Andrews is coming for the Bellas. It would have been amazing. It would have been great. Why didn't anybody
She controls space and time with her vocal abilities.
She can do anything. She can assemble her own acapella group. Can have Anne Hathaway in it and Meryl Streep. It would be great. Great way to end the trilogy. Nah. Is that? Oh, he's going for it. He's reaching. He's reaching.
Did you have any more thoughts?
That's all I got right now. I just didn't. I got into the movie at the point where they get to go to the underground thing. I did not like the first half of the movie. I did not like any of it. I think that party scene was very unnecessary. They could have all met at the school or something like that. This could have been a better sequel. It should have been a better sequel. I'm very disappointed in everybody except Haley Steinfeld. So I love her. My girl Brittany, she hurt my heart. But I love her.
Well, here is the second list I've ever done.
The AE list. We're going to have some lists.
First one was on Mad Max. Here are my general thoughts that I wrote down after coming out of Pitch Perfect 2. It has the same basic structure as the first movie. There is a disaster opening performance, and they have to bring in a new recruit that has a new voice or skill that they will eventually incorporate into the final number.
You know, I thought that too, Andrew. I realized that this is just same shit. And I actually thought that at some point during like the camping trip that Fat Amy will split her pants again and they'll have that same vagina joke like they did in the first movie with the throw up, that they did the throw up again. I thought they was going to do that. I was going to be so mad if they did.
Yeah, because the battle at the mansion is just that battle that they had in the schoolyard.
With the swimming pool, the empty swimming pool?
Yeah, the empty swimming pool. The singing in the tent is basically the singing in the bus where that would have been. At first I thought they were actually going to sing on the bus because the bus was back in this movie. You got the whip in the shape montage by the same actress who arbitrarily comes back, whatever her name was, the retreat lady. She just comes... Aubrey. She just comes back and whips them into shape like in the first movie, except now they're outside doing it. They have a random performance in the middle where it was a disappointment, but they still get a second chance at the final. All the beats are there from the original movie, but with more subplots going on.
I wish I could have been there and said something, but I can't. Everybody else who's there disappointed in you.
It's lacking a bit of energy this time around.
Oh my God, it was lacking a lot of energy.
There was a whole entire segment of the movie from the initial day at the job to the old theater training montage that almost lost me completely, but Snoop Dogg and Dax brought it back. Say one more hipster thing.
The old theater montage.
Theater with the multi-angles that you didn't like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. From her going to her job to that one, that section of the movie was brutal.
It was terrible, yeah.
It had a potentially interesting story, with Becca attempting to balance an obligation to the group with also laying the groundwork for herself out of college. They ended up not taking it seriously. Most of the stuff was played off lightly instead of starting a more serious, cathartic discussion about expectations versus the real world.
Whatever the Bellas needs me to be, call it in.
Joking about serious stuff. Fat Amy will just say something joking about their serious concerns even during that fireside chat at the end. No emotional engagement at all. What's going on?
Nothing. Just looking at the stuff.
The stuff.
Damn, even the posters are the same.
Neither of the conflicts have a climax in this movie. Job 1 doesn't have a climax.
Yeah, she doesn't. We don't know what happens with that.
Teamed up with Haley Steinfeld, produced a nice little demo, and it's like, you're going to put me out of a job, so I guess that resolves that. She goes to this retreat. You think she might get in trouble for going to the retreat and putting the Bellas first, but nothing comes of that. Then there's no real payoff to DOS Sound Machine. You get to see them perform, but there's no interaction whenever they're exiting or entering the stages. And there's no reaction shot of what DOS Sound Machine thinks of the Bellas' performance during their final performance. There's no shot of them reacting or in any way suggesting that they even had any conflict earlier in the movie. It's just a generic see both scenes
They weren't
compete.
villains in this movie.
They pretended like they were villains, like they were this formidable force.
They did nothing wrong.
Higgins and Banks' podcast comments were crass and funny, especially the pregnant one and the common people one. This movie is brought to you by CoverGirl and Pantene Pro V and all of the media outlets in the world, including CNN, ABC, The View, so many crap. Jimmy Kimmel, Robin Roberts shows up for some reason, lady from Good Morning America.
She was one of the veteran Bellas in the final action sequence.
For some reason, it's funny and okay for a woman on the local news to say the word vagina multiple times.
That's the technical term, so I guess you could say it.
I'm impressed if Haley was really singing needed new Bellas at the end, like the new Avengers and Age of Ultron spoilers.
Yeah, they were getting rid of all the other Bellas were gone. There really did need to be more Bellas in this movie.
They copied so much stuff from the original, they might as well have ended it on another audition scene where they're sitting in one last time to recruit their replacements, but Haley is in charge.
They set up for Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
And then Julie Andrews could pick up the mic.
Announcer from The Tonight Show and one of the Roots. Larry, the chipmunk guy, helped pull the movie back to life. Super Lazy Ninja Tournament.
Yep.
Packers are fun. Movie boyfriend and Star Wars guy did not display their hobbies in this movie, had nothing to do besides be supportive. Lily stole the show with her teeth from different people comment, time travel, and sleeping upside down. D2, the Mighty Ducks, had a better international rivalry.
Mighty Ducks just did it. Charlie was the Dark Knight at the end of that movie. Gave up his position on the team so everybody could play. Said he was more of a coaching position, but that was only because he wanted everybody to play. He knew they could do it without him, but he came back in the third one. He led the team to victory again. That's called good writing right there.
The Bellas and some of the other bands seem to be cheating a couple of times during their a cappella competition by using bass noises that were not being performed by the people on the stage.
Yeah, one time somebody did have a full bass and some percussion there in the back. I heard it, Andrew. I heard it.
Cheaters. Speaking of cheaters, they brought an original song to the final championship. Is that breaking the rules?
In the underground tournament, they didn't like the original song, so it made you think that original songs in a cappella groups were not cool, but apparently not. Apparently it could win.
We establish one thing and then we go with another, I guess.
It's fine, Andrew. This is the way you write stuff these days.
A lot of countries were singing Any Way You Want It. Awkward.
And they're different languages and stuff. Why you say awkward? Anyway, because some of them don't have. Wait. I don't get it. Never mind.
It's awkward because they're all performing the same song for their routine.
Oh.
Unless it's supposed to be a pre-show.
I assume it was a pre-show because it was daytime when that was happening.
It was a full-day pre-show.
It was nighttime. And
so everybody had to do. Oh, man. The crowd must have gotten annoyed, though. Constantly singing that same song. It's like, and now in
They were into it.
now in Japanese, now in Spanish. We Belong to the Light scene was a fun scene, but the romance was not built up and kind of a waste of time to give other characters more to do when focus should have been on Becca and Emily. Fat Amy's subplot.
Wait, We Belong in the Light scene? What you talking about?
The boat scene where she's singing a bumper.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. No, I thought it was actually a fun scene.
You thought it was a fun scene?
I thought it was a fun scene, but it was part of a pointless subplot that was taking away from two other characters that needed more time.
They didn't even need to be in the movie. Why is he in this movie?
Oh, this is an important one. Emily and Becca never bonded over both having been pressured into their college experiences by a controlling parent. That's an important character trait that they both share. She was forced into college by her father, and Haley has a bunch of expectations put on her and is being forced into the Bellas by her mother. They could have bonded over their controlling parents. Backstories.
Well, Andrew, we're just not writers, man. We're just not screenwriters. I mean, we all saw the first movie. We knew Becca had a dad. I don't really people who worked on this. Did you not just care anymore?
Random feminism points for this movie. The pillow fight, obviously we discussed already, where she said you're setting women back by having a pillow fight just because they wanted to have a pillow fight.
Let me give this movie a positive right now. This movie represented women in a positive light, doing positive things, showing them doing a struggle, and they didn't have to degrade men and dehumanize men to do it. Unlike some other movie we saw. Mad Max did it, just throwing it out there.
Except for their original climax song.
Oh, the Who Run the World girls? That was their build-up, so it wasn't, they didn't say men were stupid in the song or anything like that. But I don't want to describe it. A female positive light in a good way. And then they were still having fun with the girls doing the pillow fight sequence. Anna Kendrick comes in and says, y'all setting us back or whatever. And it's like, shut up, we just having fun. And that's what it is. They're just having fun. John's character was just making all the sexist jokes in the movie. Balances it out, I guess. They had to win him over, so they did. And the end, what did he say at the end? Like, I actually enjoyed that or something like that, he says.
And they were women.
He said that. But you know what I'm saying. It's full-blown female positive movie. A good message for women. Could they have a better story? Yes. It was great. That's the positive. I really enjoy it. Score 1 for people who actually want to support women's rights here. Equal rights.
Denmark, Louisiana.
Wait, we was in Denmark, Louisiana?
Yeah, at the end for the final championship. I don't know exactly where Denmark, Louisiana is.
You don't know?
No.
I'm gonna have to look it up on a map.
Yeah.
GPS it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna GPS that shit.
2 new characters not introduced. Border jokes. Poor Ashley and Jessica. It's nice to see all these characters again, but there's a lack of story, extended scenes of partying without anything important happening. Benji the Magic Guy and Emily Haley Steinfeld's relationship felt forced. Was she a Star Wars nerd? Would have been fun if she was a prequel generation person and he was an original trilogy generation and they butted heads.
Those movies are like 20 to 30 years apart, right?
It doesn't matter.
It would have been awkward. I know what you're saying. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that he likes the original trilogy movies more and she likes the prequel movies more. Yeah. And they could have had that conversation.
That would have been fun.
But the way you put it was that he's an older guy who grew up with the things. That would have been fun. They did make a prequel mention, though.
Yeah. Fat Amy.
Oh, I know. Yeah. That was stupid.
Hayden Christensen joke.
They wanted to go to somebody else's house who had Hayden Christensen in their name or whatever. And he said that he sucked in those Star Wars prequel movies.
Wasn't even the Star Wars guy who made the Star Wars joke in the movie. The world feels smaller by making them all seniors with only 2 new members. It just seems weird that so many of the original people were all seniors still, just to have them all in there. I guess it was supposed to be a funny excuse for Brittany Snow to still be there even though she was a senior. She just let herself be held back 3 times because she didn't want to leave.
When Becca first joined the Bella, she was a freshman, huh? How many years was it?
3 years is what they claim at the beginning of the movie. They were all freshmen except for Brittany Snow and Aubrey. They only recruited 2 extra members.
That's it? You done?
Well, I only had 2 more notes that said there was no Dax payoff in the movie.
I hated that character. He shouldn't have been in the movie at all.
And that the only character who felt like a real character was kind of the producer. He started off as kind of a jerk because of the pressures of his job and his fame. Really didn't like him during the first meeting, but then he starts warming up, being funny, and actually opening up to Anna Kendrick and giving her a shot based on her showing some talent instead of just being the boss adversary type character. Then he gives her honest criticism and encourages her to do it again and gives her a second chance. chance. He even compliments her for a job well done, and that I don't like it when people can do my job, but honey, you got what it takes. There's full arc to his character. He starts out cynical. Anna comes in. He sees a little ray of hope in her. He gets a little bit more jokey with people, and he gives her a shot. Like she opened up something for him that he forgot that he loved about this job. Guy had a real character arc going on here. What's your phone think about it?
I'm ready to move on to the next movie whenever you are.
Okay.
2 stars. That's your rating for Pitch Perfect 2.
Well, the next movie we saw was Poltergeist. Raymond, what was Poltergeist about?
Poltergeist is a 2015 remake of the 1980s film. It is a horror thriller about a family whose suburban home is haunted by evil forces, must come together to rescue their youngest daughter after the apparition take her captive. This movie stars Sam Rockwell, Rosemary DeWitt, Kennedy, Clement Saxon, Servino, Kyle Gatlett, and Jarrett Harris.
Woo!
Directed by Gil Keenan, written by David Lindsay Aber, based on a story by Steven Spielberg, who wrote the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to start this off?
Yeah.
Poltergeist starts out with the MGM Tigers not just fizzling all over the screen. Zooms out from an iPad screen, but his kid's playing a zombie game. You know, he's scared of everything, but he's playing a zombie game, though.
Loves it. Beating up zombies in a graveyard. Meanwhile, Sam Rockwell is teaching his youngest daughter, Maddie, how to say curse words. Oh, wait. The sister says it.
The daughter says the curse word. Then they don't say that. She says it. Whatever, jerk. And they all start driving. He's like, yeah, party bus. It's like, all right, kids, here's some rap tunes.
GPS tells Sam Rockwell he has to make a U-turn. Maddie calls him a dumbass.
Dumbass. And then the GPS calls him a dumbass. Then the wife calls him a dumbass. The son just is like, I'm sorry they're so mean to you, Dad. It's all right, son. I hate them too. They turn. In the background, you see a shadow of the title card, Poltergeist.
It's just in a field. It's a shadow in a field.
Just a field shadow title.
And it's not the primary focus of the shots. I was just looking at these power lines, like, oh, power lines. And then at the last second I looked down, I was like, oh,
They're
I see.
fading.
Yeah.
I was looking around trying to see, what is this shot about? Okay, power lines. There's nothing going on. Oh, there it is.
Poltergeist.
They drive up to their new home. The realtor's like, hey, you like this? It's where you have your spaces, and just sign this, and I'm out.
See, suckers.
Yeah. Drives off.
Be sure to use that. Be sure to use that built-in speaker system that I told you about. I'm sure you're going to use that at some point in this movie, because I wouldn't have told you that there are speakers in every single room if you weren't going to use this in the movie.
See you guys later. She peels off. She was in Fast 5 or some shit.
This is how we roll.
He plays that song while she drives off. They settle in. There's a big tree outside.
Ancient tree.
Ooh. The little boy. I forgot what the little boy's name was in the movie. I forgot everybody's name in the boy. We're just going to call him little boy.
It's like Griffin.
Is it Griffin?
Yeah.
You're right. It is a Griffin. Anyways, Madison's talking to her pig dog. Pig is a fairy pig. Goes up to her closet door. It's like, yeah.
Griffin walks in like, what the F is happening, man?
Griffin's like, Madison, who you talking to? It's like, I'm just chilling, bro. Like, Madison, I told you stop doing those drugs. Like, bro, I'm all right. He's like, I'm going to tell mom and dad. You're tearing this family apart, Madison. Slams the door.
They don't believe you anyway, Griffin. They hate you.
Shut up.
You're going to have to live in the attic.
Daddy.
You are a mistake, Griffin. Everyone knows it.
So they made Griffin live in the attic. This one room. Like, this is your room. Like, okay.
Got a nice skylight so you could...
Look at the skylight with the tree looking at you. I mean, if it rains, the shit could just break it. You fall and kill you, but that's okay. You're staying up here anyways.
Oh,
Why didn't your older sister stay up there?
Because she had callsies. She didn't want to stay up there.
Oh, okay. The middle child got to stay up there.
The one no one likes, as we established in this movie.
Griffin goes in. Woo. Excuse me. Sam Rockwell and his wife settle in.
The mother puts Griffin to bed. It's like, oh, you forgot the freaking nightlight, woman. And
calls her Superboy. She's like, all right, bye. Puts the nightlight on, and then the nightlight's not there anymore.
He hears random clown doll noise from the attic. Decides to open the little door to the rest of the attic where they store all the stuff. Pulls what he thinks is a nice little light switch. Turns out it's a clown's nose, and it pulls a whole entire box of clown dolls that fall to the ground. He starts panicking, walks very calmly to his parents' room.
Yeah, he took a long time to get to his parents' room because his parents had a whole scene where they was talking about how Wamba's like, Griffin's so scared all the time. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have left him in the mall and tried to run away. Yeah, the police found us and we had to keep him anyways.
That doesn't pay off at all.
What?
Leaving him in the mall backstory. How does that pay off?
That's supposed to be why he's scared all the time. But he's too young to remember that. Sam Rockwell says he's too young to remember that.
By the way, check out my red tidy whities.
Yeah.
So they moved out here because the price was very, very low, and neither of them have a job right now. She's a struggling writer, and he's between jobs because he got fired from John Deere, where they make very nice mowers, according to the real estate agent. For some reason, he does not want to accept a job for anything lower than what he was being paid at John Deere.
Boy, that sucks for John Deere, huh? Laying off their employees. Don't buy their products. Oh.
The Shailene Woodley is in a room watching watching a paranormal reality show.
Starring some dude.
And his tagline is, "This house is clear."
Starring Dr. Selvig. Tagline is, "This house is clear."
Hey.
So,
This
she's talking
house
to
is
her
clear.
friend and everything. Anyways, the parents finish talking about it. They get ready to make love, and then he opens the door. What's his name? Griffin opens the door. He's like, "There's something in my room." Dad's like, "Hey, buddy, thanks for ruining the moment. Guess I'll go look at it, you scaredy cat." They go up there, looking around with a flashlight. He's like, "Oh, these old dolls." Griffin's like, "Why would anybody have this? Some sicko lived here or something, Mom." Dad's like, "Nah, man, people just leave shit." Looks around, the squirrel jumps out at him. Squirrel jumps out at him.
Everybody else is hearing this downstairs like, boom, 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 ah, boom, 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 ah, boom, 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 ah.
Like, what's going on? They slowly walk out, look up. What's going on? I don't know. Oh. Griffin comes down. Sam Rockwell comes running down the stairs. Then he fakes like he got pulled back in and closes the door. Starts banging himself up against the side of the door. Then he opens it like, psych. And he's all right, guys. You just got a squirrel up there. And Griffin's like, "I ain't sleeping up there."
If you catch him, release him into the wild.
Yeah, that's what Madison says. Everybody go to bed. Griffin, you sleep with us. Look outside. The lights are playing music with each other. They're glowing like, ooh. Ah, ooh, ah. They just like making a little beat with no sound to each other. And they all in the house doing it, just dancing around. TVs turning on and shit. iPads turn on.
Then we have a recreation of a scene from Poltergeist. The son comes downstairs, sees Madison touching the plasma screen TV.
Carol Ann in the original.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's not a tube TV. It's a plasma TV. Yeah, it's a plasma TV this time.
Yeah.
Because, future.
In the past, you could only see, like, nothing. Now she's got, like, a 46-inch TV.
She's seeing everything.
Yeah. Dimensions never look clearer.
Them hurts. Look at them hurts on it.
Yeah. Oh, she turned the refresh rate on. Something's going bad, man. Oh, no. Evil spirits are coming out of the TV.
She's just talking to,
I
"Hey,
can
Madison, what's happening?" Like, yeah. I might come visit. Maybe. No, I don't have any cocaine on me at the moment. Madison, who are you talking to? Just my friends in the TV.
They all give high fives.
She puts her hand on the TV, and the guy behind the TV is like, "Yeah, high five." Psh. And then all of a sudden, the alarm goes off, and the lights start spinning.
Madison, get
everybody
away from the
wakes up.
TV! And he tries to unplug it. And
Like, he gets shot, and everybody comes downstairs. It's like, "What's going on down here?" Nothing. Was the TV still on?
Nothing's going on.
Yeah, was the TV still on or what? Anyways, Madison's like, "Oh, just talking to some people." It's like, all right. Then
That's fine.
Sam Rockwell tries to go buy some shit. Can't buy nothing with his card. Lady's giving him trouble. He's like, "Try this one." "Haha, I told you it worked." And then he knocks shit off her counter and walks away. Looks into his rearview mirror, sees them all. It's like, maybe I should apply at a job at that mall. Nope, I'm gonna go buy shit. Comes home with pizza.
Yeah, what the fruit happened? Raymond.
I thought he was gonna come home with the pizza, all the gifts, and say, "I got a job, everybody."
Yeah,
Yay.
that never happens. He just bought thousands of dollars and stuff just to cheer people up with money he doesn't have after they just bought a new house and no one has a job.
He wanted his family to be happy, Andrew.
They're not gonna be
That's
too
right.
happy when they're out in the street.
Older sister's phone died. Like, "I need your phone." She was mad at him.
You need to get a
Called him,
job.
"You need to get a job, Mom. Stupid bitch."
What'd you say to me? The parents are very immature in this movie.
They don't beat her or anything.
They don't pay attention to the kids at all. They act like they don't have kids, flirt with each other, say whatever's on their mind, even if the kids are in the room, sit in each other's lap and stuff like that, like they're still on their honeymoon. And then whenever the kids are complaining, it's like, "Don't do that, kids." And then they just start giggling to each other.
You saying people with kids should not be happy, Andrew?
They shouldn't completely ignore what's happening with their kids.
Okay.
Not take it seriously. The most passive parents you can imagine. You want to put chicken fingers on the pizza?
They eating pizza with chicken fingers. because the wife made chicken fingers while he brought home pizza. And he brought home gifts, got the oldest girl a cell phone, got Griffin a drone. Oh, I don't know what he got the little girl. He got his wife a ring.
I think the pizza was for the little girl because she wanted pizza for breakfast.
Here's some pizza. Have a good day.
Oh, before this, Griffin had that encounter.
Oh, yeah, Griffin. Yeah, that's right. That's why he was yelling about, my dad, I gotta tell you what happened. Okay.
Nobody listens to me.
Oh, by the way, they get shocked by the railing on the stairwell.
Woo.
That's not weird at all. They enjoy it.
Same with the closet door in Maddie's room. They like to touch it and they get static electricity all in their hair.
Anyways, the wife goes, puts on her shoes, walks in the house, runs into some crates. Griffin, come pick these crates up, boy. We hate you. Put them in your room.
They completely mistreated him during the conversation in the last scene as well. Griffin, what you yelling about now? I expect this behavior from Maddie, but not from you, you little whiny pussy.
Yeah, they just treat Griffin so poorly. Griffin just trying to have a good day. So Griffin takes his comic book box upstairs. He's walking, he turns the corner. All of a sudden, he hears a ball rolled in there. Picks up the baseball. Maddie, is that you? Opens Maddie's door. Sees a bunch of stuffed animals. Sees one awkward looking rubber stuffed animal, like a red wig on with big eyes, brown in the face. That's not out of place at all. Looks around some more.
I'm sorry, you were making a gun gesture with your hand there, whatever you were saying. Yeah. He looks around some more. He's going to shoot
He's
somebody.
got his hand like that because he's trying to make sure. It's like, whoever's in there got a gun. He doesn't see anything, and he throws the ball down, and the ball starts rolling towards the
closet.
I was going to call it a cabinet for some reason. Oh, it's so late at night. Rolls towards the cabinet. He's like, oh, you want to play? I'll get it back. Turns the corner, and the comic books are stacked in the shape of the ancient pyramids. And he's like, cool. They just fall down. I want to play with you, kid. That's what the ghost says, and then slams the door.
And
did you catch the E.T. reference there? I was saying he was looking around the room and he sees all the stuffed animals, sees one weird one with a brown face and big eyes.
No, I had no idea what you were talking about. No, I heard exactly what you said about the red wig and the blonde face. Yeah. I was like, oh, he saw some weird stuffed animal. I don't know what that's about.
It was E.T. Whenever Elliot's brother looks in the closet.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You gotta edit that now. People are gonna... Okay. So, he freaks out. That's when he comes home. Dad comes home with the pizza, says, shut up, Griffin. We're eating.
Everyone gets upset, disperses.
Oh! This is the night that the parents go out for some reason.
Shailene Woodley has to babysit.
She's babysitting. She's in the living room on her iPod. She's on her cell phone texting.
She was saying
her texts were mean, huh?
She tucked in.
Oh, she tucked in Madison, kisses her piggy, and what else?
Griffin comes up to her and is like, what do you want, Griffin?
Yeah.
Hey, why aren't you in bed? And he's like, I think there's a storm coming. And we just both laughed so hard at this kid.
Because throughout the whole, all of that, you could hear like you hear the storm in the background, and the way he said it was reminiscent of Anne Hathaway in Dark Knight Rises. That's why I laughed.
Oh, I laughed because it's such a cruel thing to do to this kid, to make him stay up in the attic where you get the most sound from the thunderstorm, and it's got that window right above his bed.
Skylight.
It's a horrible thing to do.
Anyways.
But he goes up there anyways and tries to go to bed. And yeah, the texting downstairs.
The sister's texting.
It's like, I'm fat, I'm depressed, I want to die.
I'm ugly, burning hell. Ha ha ha. Where the hood at? You got any more drugs? No. Hate your guts. Her phone starts messing up while she's also listening to music on it. Starts hearing sounds. Starts investigating. Trying to find out where the sound's coming from. Walking around. Meanwhile, Griffin's looking at the tree bang on his window.
You might want to move, kid.
So he tries to turn the light on. Light shuts off on him.
Gets under the covers. Nothing's gonna happen.
Light strikes again. And then all of a sudden he starts hearing footsteps. Running foot. All the dolls are running around. And one of the clowns attacks him.
That was the only part that felt like a Poltergeist movie. I haven't seen the original, but I thought it had a lot more stuff like that. Practical ghosts or creatures attacking with slightly cool effects. Practical puppet clown with stretching arms that was attacking. That was kind of cool.
That was that, and there was I think the tree was in the first movie too.
He defeats the clown.
The sister goes into the garage. There's a crack in the floor. She pulls up the tiles. Nasty sewage starts coming through. Yeah, it stinks.
And there's a CGI corpse woman behind her.
Skeletor's like, hey, you got a light? She's like, ah! Tries to run. Hands pops out from the sludge, grabs her, starts pulling her in. She's screaming. Griffin runs to Maddie's room. Maddie's hiding in a corner. Closet doors banging around. He sees the tree hand thing on outside of her glass, scratching the window. Tries to run downstairs to call Shailene Woodley. And the tree comes through the other entrance, grabs him, pulls him back upstairs. Trees, the whomping willows just swinging him around, beating the shit out of him. Surprised he survived that.
Yeah, he should be dead, man.
So the parents come home, it's like, what's happening?
It's like, wait, is that?
What an idiot!
They see their middle-aged boy, and they're not panicking at first. They're just looking at, wonder what that thing is dangling in the tree that looks about the size and shape of our son being tossed around right now.
Maddie, closet door open, lights in her room start moving, go into the closet, portal opens, her doll moves in there, tries to get her doll, realize, oh my God, I'm too far into the closet. This isn't how deep the closet goes. Arms grab her, start drag her in. No! It was like a cartoon almost. Like she was being carried off to jail or something. Closet door shuts. Griffin falls out of the tree. Survives. Oh, the tree let him down slowly.
For some reason.
The Poltergeist doesn't kill anybody in the movie, just for everybody to know.
Yeah.
Nobody dies in this movie.
No, nothing bad happens to anybody in this movie.
Well,
nothing permanently
Madison,
bad.
Okay, permanently bad. Madison gets taken.
They didn't call Liam Neeson paranormal taken guy.
Just gets up to the TV. I don't know who you are.
Yes! I have a very specific
set of skills.
Once that makes me very bad for poltergeists like you.
If you let Madison go down, that'll be the end of it. If you don't, I will find you and I will destroy you. Like, he's like, doo-doo-doo. Okay.
Oh, Liam Neeson versus the Poltergeist.
We shouldn't have that. I don't know why. I would expect Sam Rockwell versus the Poltergeist to be a lot better than this, but
oh.
Okay.
For some reason, Shailene Woodley runs out. Sounds like she's about to mention the ghost in the garage, but then she immediately says, I can't find Maddie!
They run up to Maddie's room. Maddie's gone.
But my Maddie's gone.
Then they start hearing her, Mommy.
What you do with the poltergeist at home?
Crying all alone on the bedroom floor.
Kidnap Maddie? And the only way to free her is to contact some paranormal people.
And the TV's gone.
And your husband's Rockwell. So for you, this is just a good time. But for me, this is what I call life. They're like, Maddie, come in here. Griffin grabs his mom's hand, puts her on the TV screen. She's in there. What do we do? And Sam Rockwell's like, we can't call the cops. They'll blame us for it. What are we supposed to tell them?
Oh, dog, I got something to the TV.
They think we're nuts.
So next day, he goes to
a university paranormal department.
Oh, the wife goes, y'all department used to be a big joke, but now I'm here. So they got the random minority girl and the goofy guy who doesn't believe in this sort of thing, but for some reason still working in this area. And you got the lady who believes in all of it. So anyways, they go into the house, start doing things. They're like, hey, this is where she was taken. Look, I seen the piano get pushed across the floor. I recorded it with my time-lapse videos.
Took 7 hours. It was the most amazing thing.
7 hours, the most amazing. 7 hours. 7 hours to push a piano. How many feet was it again?
10 feet. Griffin was very critical of this guy.
The girl's like, oh my God, I fucking hate you. I hope you died. First, grabs Maddie's tea party set, pulls the chair out. Chair just whoosh, goes up against the door. Goes just like, not up in here. You're not invited to this tea party.
Sam Rockwell's like, oh.
Yeah, he started dancing.
He moonwalks out the room. He got the hand though. Oh.
Then what?
I don't know. They start hooking up all their gear to investigate.
They gear investigate.
The white guy who doesn't believe in that stuff. Hey, did you put the heat thing in the closet in Maddie's room? It's like, no.
Maybe you should, asshole. He goes up there, he sets it down, starts tapping on the wall because he believes that there's a hidden door behind there and they're keeping Maddie behind there. He doesn't believe this sort of thing. Here's a hollow spot. Get his drill. Drill stops working. He goes plug it in. He drills a hole. The drill gets sucked into the hole. He puts his hand in, feeling around like, ooh, that feels funny. What's this squishy stuff? Ooh. And the thing grabs his arm, starts drilling holes around. Instead of just drilling a hole directly in his head, it's like, I hate everything, but I'm not gonna kill you because we're not bad poltergeists. We just look scary, but we're not bad. Look, I'm playing around, okay? Eventually, I'm gonna let you go right about now. Ghost let him go. He goes back downstairs, doesn't say anything to anybody. It's like, okay.
So the scene was completely pointless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It even resets. You said that the whole entire scenario resets at the end like nothing happened? He had bruises on his arm that disappeared, and then the wall fixes itself?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The wall fixed itself, and he had bruises on his arm, and it reset, and he didn't have squishy stuff on his hands. A lot of random things start happening. Eventually, they call in Dr. Selvig. He walks in. They look at Dr. Selvig. He's like, what's wrong with your leg? And he pulls up his leg. He's like, look, I got hurt by all these different ghost creature poltergeist things, but this one is not going to hurt any of you at all. Trust me. Gives him a wink. Sam Rockwell gets mad for some reason.
This is the best we can do? Like, I don't believe in any of this stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Why did he get mad and go upstairs? They were looking for Maddie. Oh, that's what happened.
There was a shadows on the wall.
There was a shadow. They were looking for Maddie. And
they made contact through the television.
And they had the lights, and the lights was moving around, and he saw Maddie, and Maddie ran upstairs through the shadows on the wall, and he runs up to go get her.
No one follows him.
Yeah, why? What the hell?
And there's not even a line like, don't follow him.
Yeah, it just nobody decided to follow him.
Yeah.
Anyways, he goes up, looking around, he's like, Maddie? This figure, creature face, doll, thingamajig, jumps up, says, watch this, and starts breakdancing on him, doing a windmill on his body. He's like, get off me! Then it's like, starts wiggling around, squid, like, and it disappears. Then he picks up a chair and he starts breaking a hole in the door, sees the light on the other side, takes up her tea party table, busts through it while they're in the living room. The tea party table comes through the ceiling covered in snot.
Ectoplasm.
They didn't say it. They didn't say it, Andrew. We don't know what it was. I'm going to call it snot.
What activated the portal all of a sudden? It wasn't activated before whenever the guy drilled into it.
You got to be Sam Rockwell in order to activate it. Anyways, they're like, all right, that's your daughter's ticket out. They put a rope through the portal, lock it in place on the wall. Rope comes through the portal in the ceiling. You give everybody GPS trackers. What we gonna do? Everybody holds this. Make sure that you don't get lost. Take Griffin's drone, attach a sentry gun to it. It's like, all right, we going in. We going in.
That would have been better.
Attach a proton pack sentry gun to it. Like, we going in. Put a thermal scope on it as well. And they go into the portal, look around for Maddie.
Adults can't drive it, only Griffin can.
Griffin pilots it, goes in.
Even though all these ghosts interfere with electronics throughout the whole entire movie, they can't shut down this drone for some reason.
They can't shut down the drone.
Okay.
The drone is shielded against their powers.
And it gets magnificent signal to another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just making sure.
So they're looking around, they're seeing all these ghosts sitting there, having a cigarette. Look, bro, we just trying to get home. Just need Maddie to guide us, all right? We just want to get home. Ain't none of that foolishness, all right? Throw the cigarette down. Maddie's like, that's you. Put Maddie on the camera. Oh. They look over, they see Maddie sitting in the chair reading the paper. It's like, the ghost wants you to hand over $10 billion or they will behead me. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
15 minutes of Maddie's house forever. Smack the drone down.
Someone's got to go in there.
Sam Rockwell's like, I'm going in. It's like, the mom wanted to go in. I gotta go in. Dr. Selfie was like, no, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in and go in and go in. Then the black lady was like, wait, Griffin's already up there.
Who?
Little boy who you was with.
Oh,
that guy.
That freeloader.
Yeah, he walked up there. Griffin, what are you doing? He was like, I shouldn't have been scared. I'm gonna save her. I should have stayed with her.
Yeah, why did he leave her for no reason before?
Whatever.
Earlier in the movie. Yeah, he's like carrying a quarter. It's like, you just stay there, Maddie. And then he closes the door. He closes the door, too.
To go.
To her room.
So he's trying to find older sister. He could have took her with her. He's like, come on, Maddie, let's go.
Yeah, especially since he saw the tree scraping the window and the tree already shattered his roof.
Because he wanted to give himself a chance. He thought it was just going to grab her. And it'll be satisfied. No. So then he realized, wow, I was being selfish this whole time. Now I feel bad for letting it take Maddie. Now I gotta go save her. He jumps in the portal,
grabs the camera,
pulls out a knife. Little ghouls running at him. He's stabbing them. They disintegrating. He grabs the camera. Maddie, where you at? Can y'all see me? I'm a find her. Sees Maddie standing in the corner. He's like, man, let's go. He's like, they're not gonna let me leave. Unties her with his boy knife. Come on, Maddie, I got you. They come and running at him. Start slicing them again. They disintegrating. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The creatures are pulling the rope. The rope gets sucked into the portal. They're like, oh my god, we lost our kids forever. And then
they come out anyway.
Maddie and Griffin fall down from the ceiling. Everybody's like, look! And then Sam Rockwell jumps, grabs her and starts sliding down the wall with him. Like Hulk catching that.
No.
So that's how that went.
They're not slowing down.
Yeah, not slowing down. And the mom just grabs her hammer. It's like. And Sam Rockwell jumps and grabs it. It pushes him off of him after he lands.
They're not breathing. Sam Rockwell roars in their faces.
Oh, they both wake up. Oh, they put him in some water, some holy water. Get the snot off of them. They pack it up. We're out of here. We hope we'll never see you again. It's like, to the left for my friend.
My
It's
girlfriend.
Like, this house is clean. Yay. But it's not clean. Like, what are you talking about, Daddy? This house isn't clean.
I had to show them to the light, and I didn't show them to the light, and you guys just pulled me out. Duh.
What? The car stops. They try to back out. They're like, go, Dad, go. The car slips over. They get pulled into the living room through the thing. Everything's breaking around them. They look and they're like, where's Maddie? Something's wrong. And Maddie gets pulled up the stairs. She's holding on for dear life.
No.
They grab Maddie's arm.
Group hug.
Yeah. Everybody form a circle around Stella's arms going down. They holding it down. I got it. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. He jumps in the portal, balls himself up into a ball and starts knocking all of them down. They drive away. The other people say, take our car. And they drive off in their car.
Huge blue portal to another dimension opens up. Chitauri come through
Again. Iron Man's worst fear.
And meanwhile, none of the neighbors really care about anything that's been happening, except for the neighbors that are a couple blocks down.
That ain't all the ones they can hear.
This whole entire neighborhood was built on a cemetery, and this is the only house that's having this issue, I guess?
Yep.
All right.
Well, apparently the land next to it was where the cemetery was.
Theirs was the only one built on
That part of the land.
that park, that city park.
Other than that happens. Then they go to nowhere.
They go to another real estate lady to check out another house. Turns out it's the house from the original Poltergeist movie. And then they decide...
Oh, it was?
I just assumed that it's what it had to be because she starts selling them on it. And they
it has the tree and the glass planes.
Yeah.
It looked more like the Amityville house.
They just had
the two glass planes.
I thought at first it might turn out to be the Amityville house, but whenever they showed it, it wasn't the correct shape.
Yeah, it wasn't the correct shape.
Oh, and it's got the tree in the backyard. Maybe this is the original house from the first movie, and they're just doing a reboot joke.
Reboot, goddamn. Apparently it wasn't a reboot joke. They left. And that was it. Everybody lived happily ever after. The end.
And the paranormal woman is now on that guy's reality show because he survived, came out of the portal.
Oh, yeah, he came out the portal somehow. Well, the Avengers showed up and helped him. We didn't get to see that, though.
Yeah.
The woman he liked was on it. College lady, who we didn't go into further detail about because whatevs. The end.
Yeah.
You make a list for this one?
No.
Okay. Well, this was not a good movie. The rope trick was used in the original. The drone is new because they got to use the drone, do some new stuff because it's the new age.
We got to promote
cell phones.
Drones so people are very accepting of drones in the future whenever we implement it on our own home soil against our own people in the future.
And
it's a political move similar to the feminist movement ramping up in anticipation of Hillary Clinton.
We're not supposed to say this. Mention this before we get shot. Oh my God. Edit this. Cell phones are new. Of course.
It's like a Geiger counter.
I think the tree was in the first movie. I can't remember. I do remember eventually whenever they go to pull a rope that there was a nice stop motion creature come out. Big skeleton stop motion creature come out. They didn't have that. Instead we had these CGI black creature thingies, ghouls. They really like them at all. I was hoping for something a little bit scarier.
Animated characters just came out.
They also made a joke at one point in the movie where they were at dinner that, it's not some ancient burial ground, because that's what it was in the first movie, was as an ancient Indian burial ground that they put the houses on.
They moved the cemetery to a better neighborhood.
But they didn't move the bodies. Oh, that was the rumor. There's a rumor that they used real bodies in the first Poltergeist and all that. Real dead bodies.
Well, I guess that would explain the quote-unquote, not quote-unquote, the curse of Poltergeist movies, where something bad happened to all the people who worked on all the previous ones.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that does stink for them.
I don't know.
But if they really did use real bodies, then...
It's a rumor. I don't think it's true.
All right. Hope they didn't.
I keep remembering a vague scene was some braces. Some kid was in the bathroom. One of the teenagers was in the bathroom and the braces started coming out of their mouths and tangling them up.
Cool.
One of them. It wasn't the first movie. It was either second or third. Not sure. Don't like this movie at all. Kind of wish they just made it like a sequel instead of this remake shit. This wasn't a good idea to remake Poltergeist in the first place.
They didn't have a reason to do it. A drone and a cell phone, the only things you brought to the table here.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else was way, way below the quality of the original. And I've only seen the first 10 minutes of that movie.
And they use the same effects that they used for the portal in the original as well. The lights, those orangey colored lights and stuff. That's the same
it's
effects.
a tribute.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure.
It's not
Ripping.
It's not let's do some original stuff. It's a tribute.
Yeah, I guess so.
I kind of like action horror movies like this, but wish we had more action horror movies.
I really do like it when that happens, like the movie Red Eye and the Scream movies, where they fight back the horror. It's not just about jump scares. It's about there's something that you can't escape, but you can fight back to
there you go.
win. We need more of those.
There was another one where they was fighting against the supernatural element movie. I can't remember. We do need more of those. This one failed us.
Very bland. Stuff was dragged out just for a jump scare to happen.
I didn't like Sam Rockwell in this movie. I like the parents at all. Maybe it's because they were mean to Griffin a lot.
Yeah, they were very mean-spirited, and also either their characters didn't care, or maybe the actors themselves didn't care because they knew what movie they were making. I don't know. It looked like something was gone wrong there.
I think the two little kids did a good job.
Especially Maddie.
Maddie and Griffin were good.
Griffin looked the most sincere out of everybody. He looked like he came from a different movie, which made it even funnier whenever everybody who didn't care kept teasing him.
No,
like, look at this kid try to act in this movie.
Oh, no.
It's okay for Maddie because she's too young to know better, but this little kid, he can pretend not to care like the rest of them.
They did a good job. That's it. I didn't like the teenage daughter. That's saying a lot right there.
Oh, frick. Even the clown stuff. If it happened in real life, I'm sure it would be scary, but the way it happened in this movie, it's not very intimidating, and then they gave it an overly evil design because a clown toy wouldn't look like that, so I'm not...
Yeah, they did give it a sinister-looking smile with sharp teeth and something like that.
Yeah, a clown doll wouldn't look like that. Make it a slightly creepy looking, but something that somebody would actually play with doll, and it might be scary, but you just created a full-on horror prop for some reason.
Yep. I didn't like to see. I liked that the tree was CGI. That's about it.
You liked it that it was?
I don't like that.
You don't? I didn't like that. There's just CGI all over the place. My favorite part of the movie is whenever the clown attacked, because they actually had a practical clown puppet with stretchy arms that was attacking the boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I hope the scene lasts for a little while. Oh, he stepped on the clown's face. Like, have the clown chase him around the house, make a whole sequence out of it.
Can't have that, Andrew. Can't make fun horror. What's wrong with you? Everything's got to be dull. Everything. Everything's got to be boring. Got to be just dried out. Teal and orange. Let's get out of here.
This movie is just kind of like soul-suckingly bad, too.
You won't last long.
Completely bland, doesn't do anything you don't expect. I just assumed before the car went back into the living room that this was actually going to be the end of the movie and that the movie didn't care that the ghost... Why would the ghost let her go? I thought the movie was just gonna let that go, and it's like, oh, it's a happy ending. They're gonna drive off with Maddie now, and the ghosts are just unresolved, waiting for the next sequel. I thought it was really gonna be like that, because that's how much confidence the movie had given me that it was smart enough to pull something like that. I was like, oh, movie, you actually surprised me, because I thought you were dumb, and it turns out you were just trying to make a twist, but I'm not an idiot, so you had to make that twist, or else your movie had a bad ending.
There's nothing exciting about that ending. Girl got pulled. That was it.
All right. Nothing else to say?
1 star out of 5.
What was Pitch Perfect 2?
2 stars.
2 stars. Okay.
It's been a terrible, terrible summer so far.
Oh, no. You want to say a few words on it real fast?
Well, I think Avengers is still good. It's at a 3 star. Mad Max was a 3 star. But you already know I feel about Mad Max. It's really not the philosophical bullshit everybody trying to make it out to be. Hopefully San Andreas picks me back up next week. Rock versus Earth. Gotta be good.
I don't expect much from that movie at all, so...
Why? This has got the potential.
The stuff I see around The Rock looks pretty bland. To me. So I hope for the best. Maybe it'll surprise us, because those can happen. Surprises can happen. Just doesn't seem like it anymore.
Distractions can occur in the field. Maybe. I don't think it's gonna be a surprise. I think it will. What else we got coming out?
Well, we could always go back and try to look at Tomorrowland.
Nope.
No. Oh, I might end up seeing that without you then.
It's whatevs. It's whatevs. I hope the summer picks up soon. Everybody, Whenever you're ready, sir. Anything else you need to say?
All right. Well, that's our consensus. Pitch Perfect 2 gets lost in its own subplots, has a couple of charming moments, but overall is disappointing. And Poltergeist is just a complete waste of utter time and will suck your soul out. Stay away. Sony products, Ram trucks, everywhere. And...
What was the Sony product with what?
Oh man, there were speakers next to the laptops. They were
in Poltergeist?
Yeah, Bravia TVs. They had the main one that they were touching in the living room.
I was going to say it was 20th Century Fox is what Sony, so...
Yeah, that's weird. Why was there so many Sony products in this movie then? But Sony and Ram trucks. Because even that time that they borrowed that dude's car, it was a Ram mini car. All right, well, shout out to Pantheon Pro V, CoverGirl, Ram Truck, and Sony for their brilliant marketing this evening.
And shout out to Haley Steinfeld and Brittany Snow. Love y'all.
All right, well, that sounds like an exhausted note to end it on. For the Parking Lot Projectionists, I am Andrew.
And I am a very upset moviegoer named Raymond.
Shutting it down.